All right. I hope you are all doing well. We have so many people connected right now. I can see people from the US, from Europe, from Dubai, from around the world. So we are really excited to open this first Semantica Jump webinar. So I'm Esther Edelstein. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director for Semantica, and I'll be your host today. But you know what? Before we get started, let's take a look at Jump in images. We heard about Jump. Let's take a look at an image now. All right, let's go.
Customer expectations are shifting faster than ever. To stay ahead, companies must move from reactive fixes to predictive customer experience management. Are you ready to revolutionize your CX? Meet Jump, Cemantica's AI-powered journey value management platform that transforms CX challenges into growth opportunities. Discover the Cemantica Jump Boosters that extend the current Cemantica platform and reinvent how organizations manage customer experience. Start by designing better experiences by automatically feeding Cemantica journeys with real-time operational data via the Cemantica Journey Insights Hub Booster. Maximize conversions and make the right decision with perfectly timed, personalized experiences and messages using the Cemantica Orchestration Booster. Enable intelligent customer engagement by automating responses to real-time customer behavior driven by Journey Insights with the Cemantica Engagement Booster. Track and measure the business value of journeys, calculate your return on experience, and quantify the cost of customer friction with the Cemantica Value Measurement Booster. Plus, maximize your CX team's productivity and reach with Alex AI Pro, your conversational CX manager and agentic AI assistant, providing automated support every step of the way. Cemantica powers a continuous cycle of learning, improvement, and optimization to drive your success, all in real time. Are you ready to jump with Cemantica?
All right. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it gave you a sneak preview of the Jump project. So now let's get started and welcome first Mark Smith, who is with us today. How are you, Mark? How are you doing, Mark, today?
I'm great, Esther.
Yeah,
Very
you
excited.
you like the little music, right? A lot of energy. Okay. So Mark is the co-founder and CEO of the Institute for Journey Management, and he was previously founder and CEO of Kitewheel, the journey analytics and orchestration leader on the Forrester Wave for 10 years. So Mark will share his vision today of journey management during the webinar. Now, I would like to welcome also Ethan Atem, the CEO of Semantica. How are you, Ethan, today?
I'm great. Love
Are
the
you
colors, the
ready to
music, the
jump?
name.
Are you ready to jump?
I'm all in.
Are you all in? Okay, so Ethan has worked on customer experience and engagement project for more than 20 years. He actually conceived the Jump project a couple of years ago, and today he will demonstrate for you concretely what Semantica calls a journey value management platform. So before I hand over things to Ethan, I just want to let you know that you can also, we like the session to be interactive, so you can post your question in the Zoom chat as we go, and we have a Q&A session at the end and make sure that we answer all your questions. So Ethan, please take the floor and share your sixth vision to open this webinar.
Sure. Okay, so I think we saw also in the video, there's that in the age of AI, we know that customer expectations are shifting even faster than ever. It's not something new, but it's something that has been accelerated. And this acceleration of the pace of change is creating a constant misalignment between the customer journey and the operating model. So while you have customer needs and expectation on one side, you have changes there, market fluctuation, customer behaviors that are changing. And on the other side, you have the operating model, your operations that are changing as well. They're shifting because there are organizational changes, you're upgrading your systems, new CEOs come and give new objectives. So this is a dynamic scene. We see journey management as sort of a mediator. This is the alignment between the customer needs and the operating model of the company. It's a new way of managing your operating model in a way that is consistent across all the organization and in a continuous improvement cycle. Somewhere we are harnessing the power of data and AI in the middle as the core element, which is feeding this continuous improvement cycle of collecting customer feedback, analyzing this feedback, and then acting upon the feedback. Now, journey management platform exists today. They're mainly focused on journey design and a little bit of execution. We are now extending with this in this webinar with the journey value management platform. We want to extend the reach and to create a complete end-to-end journey value management platform, which is what I'm going to talk about, focusing on value creation. We put value in the middle, and this is everything around that is going to feed into creating value.
All right, thank you very much, Ethan. So maybe, before we present Jump, Mark, would you like to introduce also, what you do and what is your vision
Yeah,
about, what Ethan just said?
for sure. Thank you, Esther, Eitan. I'm very happy to be here. I met Eitan actually just over a year ago in one of the first meetings that led to the formation of the Institute for Journey Management. And I'd been like Eitan, been in this industry for a long time. And along with my co-founder, Ray Gerber, we'd led some of the big journey orchestration companies in the space, but felt like it really wasn't a brought together industry. And we set up the Institute to create more of a community and to create connections, bringing together all of the different aspects of the things needed for successful journey management. And perhaps most importantly, to really drive home this point about value. The fact that why any business would want to do journey management is because it's going to deliver value. It drives value, and that's like not well enough understood. And so a lot's happened in that year. The institute is now up and running, and I'm delighted. And we're spokespeople. We're essentially spokespeople for and an association for the industry as a whole. So I'm delighted to be here and support what Cemantica is doing. Very exciting, this new solution. I'm going to hand back to Eitan to give you details of that, but I'll be here at the end to answer questions and maybe give a little bit more of the Institute's kind of perspective on how important this development is. But Eitan, at the moment, hand back to you.
Thank you, Mark. So I'm very happy after some years that I was dreaming about the project. Now it's coming to life, and the Journey Value Management Platform, and it's going to be the first end-to-end journey platform that will consolidate together all the pieces of journeys we have today in different platforms. So let's go into it. The Journey Value Management Platform has an implementation cycle that is based on this methodology that we have ideated and now extended, which is define, design, execute, measure, and optimize. It's representing this continuous improvement cycle, taking into consideration that the beginning of the work, the starting point is building strategies, CX strategies, your journey portfolio, and your governance model, going through the design phase. You'll be designing your personas and your customer journeys, executing with solutions and projects and journey orchestration. You're going to see some examples of that. Then measuring the impact that this had on business performance and on customer experience. And finally, optimizing, doing a refinement to this whole cycle, because there isn't a beginning and an end point to journey management. It's a cycle. It's a continuous improvement cycle. And everything is fed with AI, which we are harnessing the power of AI in the benefit of running this journey management cycle with transactional, behavioral, and sentiment data that will optimize all customer interaction, both on a personal level and the individual level. Let's have a look at how this architecture actually works. We have in the centerpiece Cemantica. The Cemantica that we know today is a journey design. The journey design module of Cemantica is staying the centerpiece. All the UI elements of Cemantica are the place where you navigate to all the different boosters that come around that. The first booster I want to highlight is the Journey Insights Hub, which is responsible to collect all the data from the different information system, analyze them, and extract insights with the journey context. These insights are going to feed both the journey design solution as well as the journey orchestration solution, which is going to enable us to act in real time and to get into decision making, which is a real time decision making on the individual customer level. These two engines, the journey design and journey orchestration, are going to act in the channel through the Cemantica engagement layer. These, which you see have all kinds of mini boosters inside, like sending surveys, projects, etc. All the information collected from these different boosters are going to be consolidated in the Cemantica value measurement piece. This is going to analyze the data and provide you both insights into business performance as well as customer experience improvement. And finally, all this architecture isn't composed as silos. It's composed as a continuous learning and improvement and optimization cycle with the journey optimizer that you see in the journey insights layer. We have a sort of a brain, which is looking at optimizing this whole operation. This is an operating model, and this operating model is being built as a vision to be autonomous, meaning at the end of the road, this is going to be an AI-powered system that works automatically and autonomously side by side your CX team or any other team in the organization, which is optimizing customer experiences using this full architecture, which is connected now into one single platform. So this is Project Jump, and this is the vision that we are going to start launching in the days and weeks coming following the webinar. We're going to start launching all these different pieces. I'm going to play now a short demo scenario. We've built a sort of an emulation for you that is based on a company we invented called Mastercook, which is a renowned cookware brand, which is famous for high quality enameled cast iron cookware and, nice colors. You probably know companies in the space that do this type of activity. So this is more a B2C scenario. And in this scenario, we're going to see four personas that are going to play. One is Garrett Hill. This is the CX manager of Mastercook. He works for this company and he's looking to optimize customer experiences and produce business value. Let's not forget this part. So he needs to do both of them. The second person that is going to play in this scenario is Amanda Gates. She is the consumer. She's the person buying cookware. She loves cooking. She loves inviting friends and she loves to show off nice cookware, nice colors, good quality when her friends come to dinner. The third persona is Blerta. Blerta is a service designer working in Garrett Hill team, and she is responsible to design new product lines. She's also to optimize customer experiences in the different communication channels. She's going to have a small role that we're going to give to her just to see how people work together. And finally, the last persona that's going to play is Alex AI Pro, which is a conversational and agentic AI, meaning can chat with you as well as do stuff for you. It works, I would say, even as a digital employee, which is responsible to automate your CX processes, to analyze large volumes of data and produce quality insights. So let's see how these four personas are going to play. I'm referring to Alex already as a person. In this simulation that we have created for you, so we can see how all the pieces of the journey value management platform play together. Okay, let's go.
So you're going to share your screen, right?
Yeah, you can see it, right?
No,
Yeah,
that's nice.
You got it? Okay. You can see the Cemantica platform?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, you can see it. Okay.
Perfect. So this is the new homepage of the Cemantica Jump. Some of you know the existing Cemantica homepage. That's the new one. The new homepage consists of different statistics you see on the top, some insights that Alex is producing for you as you work through the different journeys, and some stuff that Alex is raising for you that might need your attention. You can see in the middle here, we have Alex, the conversational AI, has a big area where you can start chatting with Alex. You don't need to start clicking and opening stuff in the system. You can start from the homepage and ask anything you want. It includes questions as well as things that you want Alex to do for you. If we look at it, then I'm copying, pasting some questions just to go faster. So let's start the scenario. First of all, Garrett is receiving a request to present some insights and statistics and information related to customer experience in the end-to-end journey of Mastercook. One of the things Garrett wants to know is what are the latest pain points that were identified in the end-to-end journey that he should surface to management or to his managers to their attention. So you just asked the question, Alex is processing these, and Alex is identifying 3 main pain points in the end-to-end journey. Like, for example, one of the pain points which we are going to focus on is there are not enough benefits for loyal customers. So customers that are buying several times a year are not getting special benefits versus a customer that bought one time or that rarely buys. What Garrett is interested to know, this is customer perspective, but the question is what's underlying behind this pain point. And the next question Garrett would be interested to ask is what are the root causes of these pain points, or the main ones at least. Alex is analyzing the data and now he's producing 3 types of insights that are issues insights. These are the root causes behind the customer pain points. For example, one of the things could be there isn't a mechanism that proposes any complimentary discounts to customers that are buying a cookware product. They're not getting any coupon, any discount, anything in that sense. Garrett continues to ask more questions. Which of these pain points is the one that's most affecting the business performance? Now, Alex will analyze these 3 main pain points and will propose that the fact that we don't have a complementary product mechanism in place is something that is affecting conversion rates. And it's a pain point that appears several times in these 5 different journeys. Some of them are high-level journeys, some more detailed journeys, and it has big impact on revenues. Garrett wants now to know which is the touch point that is where we need to fix the issue. Now he wants to take action. Alex will analyze this and will propose that the problem seems to occur on the My Account area on the website due to the fact that just 28 days ago, all the cross-sell ads were disabled because they were considered as annoying customers. But the fact is that the company is just lacking VOC data on this channel. There isn't enough information to know what's going on. Just before Garrett jumps into the journey, Garrett would like also to open a task to his colleague Blerta that we saw before, to open a task in Monday.com so she can organize a session to tackle this issue, a brainstorming session. What should we do? So automatically, Alex is opening a task in Monday.com. I'm just going to click on the link. And now a task has been created in Monday.com. This is what Alex is opening, the system, and you will see in a second, here is the task that's assigned to Blerta and goes into her board. This is her work board, and that's a task waiting for her in the board. Let's go back to the scenario. Now Garrett opened the task, it is done. Now he's going to click into the journey. He's opening the Mastercook customer journey, and what he wants to do now is to gather more VOC data. He sees that on the purchase state on the website, we are lacking VOC data. This is only employee perception of the journey of the website, and we're lacking some more information. Clicking on the website, Garrett is opening the pane and now is able to send survey. That's the first booster I'm showing. That's the second booster I'm showing you, which is the ability to send surveys from a journey. So Garrett can click here to send a survey, can choose a provider. That can be any provider. This is just an example. Let's say that Garrett wants to send it with Qualtrics, getting a screen to choose the survey. So I would like to send the My Account customer satisfaction survey. I'm doing all kinds of shortcuts because we don't have a lot of time. Then I want to collect all this information anonymously. My audience is the VIP audience, and my questionnaire is a CSAT1. I can also upload the contact file if I want and just send it to the specific group I want. I'm clicking on send. The system is telling me, okay, you're going to send this to this group of customers. Are you sure? I'm sending it. And now the survey is sent. Once I'm sending the survey, I'm having a new statistics here, a small pane that is showing me the number of responses collected, jumping in time, collected 10 responses. I have the average rating here, and I have this information. But this information is high level because I collected customer feedback, but I still don't know what's inside. I want the system to help me analyze this. And now I'm jumping into the value measurement part, the insights and value measurement. I want to know more about what's going on behind these feedbacks. You see on screen here that I have a couple of tabs here, and one of the tabs is the analytics tab. This is a new capability that has been added into the customer journey directly that is analyzing all the different statistics related to the customer journey. There are a lot of statistics in this report, but I want to highlight a couple of them which are playing a major role in the way that you analyze customer journeys. First of all, you see here you have the sentiment, the perceived versus the actual. So we have the ability to compare both the voice of the employee, a sentiment, as well as the actual sentiment. But in addition to that, I said that Project Jump is mainly focused on value creation. So the value realization here is counting how much money is this journey worthwhile. We're counting both the money, the theoretical money of how much money can you make from this journey or reduce cost, as well as how much money did you actually generate. And have the achievement rate of what is the potential or what is the percentage of accomplishment and how much delta do still I have until I will get into the full financial impact of this type of customer journey. I also have additional statistics like the sentiment over time, the sentiment by touch point, etc. I want to focus now on Garrett's story. Garrett's story is that there is an issue here that we have identified. We have collected some more VOC data that has been analyzed by the Journey Insights mechanism and has been surfaced through the Cemantica value measurement piece. Now Garrett sees that the number one pain point here is that there are not enough benefits for loyal customers, which is the pain point that we have identified by Alex in the chat. Garrett wants to analyze this pain point to understand what's behind the pain point. Clicking on it opens now a bunch of graphs that are all analyzing, they're all loading now, and they're looking at different customer needs analysis in order to show us different aspects of the experience. Because when you want to drill down into what is the main issue of loyal customers, what's hiding behind this, you need to understand from the VOC data and from the VOE data, where are the root cause issues. One of the things Garrett sees on screen here as the My Account personalization, which is one of the considerations of customers when they're using the buying cookware and accessing their My Account area on the website, personalization has dropped down in terms of satisfaction and in terms of consideration. It means that there is some issue here already connected to what Alex said about the deactivation of the ads, connected to the fact that there's some revenue leakage here, that we are losing some revenue by the fact that we're not proposing cross-sell, upsell, discounts for loyal customers, etc. So the picture now starts, all the pieces of the puzzle start to come together. Now what Garrett wants to do is to activate some real-time orchestration in order to bring back personalization into the website My Account channel. I'll be closing that and going back into my customer journey. I'm clicking again on the website and I see here I have another area, another button called Trigger Automation. I'm going to select two automations. One, I want to personalize the website. I'm adding this automation, and this is an orchestration which I already configured before. We don't have time now to show all the mechanism behind that. To show dynamically complementary product with a 15% discount coupon. This is a workflow, a real-time workflow I have configured before. And the second one, personalization, I also want to send a personalized email to a customer when a purchase is being made. So doing a purchase should send this email with complementary products incorporating a 50% discount coupon, one on the website, one is going to come by email. And this is going to happen in real time. For the individual customer, let's call Amanda that I was presenting before I started the demo. I'm going to activate both automations here. Once I activate them, then they come to play. That means that now in the CRM, where I will be recording the order, there's an automatic activation of this scenario, as well as in Exchange to send this email. Now we go out of Cemantica, and I'm going to go to the CRM system. Okay, this is the CRM system, and I'm going to record live a new order for Amanda. So let's record the order. I will choose this type of pan. She's buying in pounds, so I'm selecting pounds, and here I will select my customer Amanda here, and I will be recording the order. To complete the order, let's also select the product and the master cook. You can already have the price, 315 pounds. That's not pretty expensive, but it's good quality. And save, and now I will fulfill the order. I will, let's say this order is invoiced, and this is the date, and here it is. Okay, so I simulated the creation of an order. You see my order is here as recorded in the back office in the CRM system as a new order. Now I'm going to jump into Amanda's mailbox, and I received here that my order is on way. This is the confirmation of the order. I can click directly. So you saw this happen now in real time. I recorded an order in my CRM. I got an activation of the trigger for the real-time orchestration directly into here. I'm getting the email, and I can click on track the order. Clicking on track the order, I'm getting to the my account area of Amanda. You see this is the account. This is my account. I see I have an order here that's already waiting for me for the 315 pounds. And now I'm getting a second personalization. Okay, this is, you see the website before, this is my account. And now a second email came in with the real-time personalization of the discount coupon. So I'm just going to open for you so you can see it full. This is the discount coupon. This is the email that identified the purchase was done from the journey. The orchestration was activated. Clicked on a new order, activated the orchestration. So I have a new order. You saw the website. And now I got a coupon with a 15% discount for complementary products for the pots that I just bought. Clicking on that is opening again the my account area, but now I have a personalization. I have a pop-up waiting for me with the 3 complementary products that will probably enhance my experience after I bought this pot. And this 15% is for a loyal customer, because this is a customer that has already posted 2 orders before we saw in the order screen. And we want to compensate this type of customer, and we think that there is a potential to sell them more. So this is one real-time orchestration, website and email that is happening at the same time, activated from the customer journey. Having said that, then in the scenario, Garrett is getting these insights, has activated the orchestration, but now wants also to measure the value that has been extracted from the journey optimization scenario. So I'm going to go back into the platform. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the reports area. The reports area of Cemantica contains different types of analytics on the system level. Okay, we saw one analytics on a journey level, but there are analytics that are gathered on the system level and allows you to filter on anything that you want: personas, journeys, timelines, matrix, programs, projects, many types of filters. The new thing that we added here is the value measurement tab. This is a new type of report that is looking at the extraction of the value from the journey optimization scenarios. This type of report is composed of several areas, and one area is really analyzing the journey, understanding which are the business KPIs that are mostly impacted by the different pain points that you have or the optimization that you have conducted. And it's translating all of that into 2 types of matrix: cost reduction and revenue generation, while accumulating this to this total financial impact. The financial impact can be cost, can be revenue, can be both of them together. In addition to that, Alex, in the value measurement piece, is going to propose the next best solution. This is the potential of additional solutions that you could implement and the financial impact that they could have on your organization. We're talking a lot about revenue generation and cost reduction. We also need to talk about the cost of friction. The fact of doing nothing also has a cost. It doesn't mean that if you are not taking action, nothing happens. If you're not taking action, nothing happens, and there's a cost to that. We are trying to surface with this value measurement report what is the value that you can generate from optimizing the customer journey, which is the main reason why you're doing journey mapping in the first place. Now, in this specific scenario, I am going to choose my Mastercook purchase experience because all this scenario of Garrett is focused on the purchase experience of the website, the My Account. So I want to go deeper just on this specific journey and not the end-to-end journey. When I'm changing journeys, all the statistics change as well. So I have these business drivers. So these are the KPIs that are mostly impacted by this type of journey. For example, conversion rate, order intake, digital orders, repurchase rates, average basket, all of these things are things you measure in the journey. You have different statistics that are extracted from the journey analytics and then are translated into the value. And you can see here like this, in this example, $1.1 million is the potential of the optimization of this customer journey, measuring both the potential as well as the execution. And in addition, I have a list of solutions that Alex is proposing to implement. We have more statistics and more capabilities here, but to recap on the full scenario, you saw now a combination of conversational AI, the ability of Alex both to answer questions and act. You saw the journey design piece with the ability to send surveys and collect feedback directly from the journey, getting back the feedback to the journey. You saw the ability to trigger automations, real-time automation. In this example, I created an order and got a trigger both for a personalized email and a personalization on the website. That's happening for the individual customer that's connected to the persona segment connected to the journey. And we saw how we analyze the information with the ability to drill down on a pain point and see different types of customer needs analytics that can give us some hint into where do we need to dig to find the right answer to solve customer pain point. And we finalize with this type of report that is transforming all of that into money, financial value, cost reduction, revenue generation. That's the full scenario. That's it for the live scenario for now.
Okay.
Go
Thank you very
back
much.
to, sure, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ethan. Maybe we can just enter the Q&A session now. There's a lot of question actually. There's a lot of question about Jump. I think the information is a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of things here that you've seen. So there's a lot of question about AI, the security of AI, and what type of data AI is pulling, and how does it work really in the Insights Hub? Like what type of information do you extract? Some people are asking, is it only VOC data? How do you select the information? How does Alex know that it's the right information to select? Then also when you go into measurement, how do you get all these numbers? So there's a lot of question about that. Maybe also differentiation between orchestration, what orchestration is doing, how does, Alex can prioritize all the pain points and how does it generate action? I mean, if you can explain that a little bit.
Maybe give Eitan a little break to catch his breath.
Yes,
I'd
right.
like to jump in
Go ahead.
because I think I've been watching the questions come in, very great thinking and great questions coming in. Lots of them are around this kind of topic of control and governance and prioritization
Right.
of these actions. And I think it's a really great point. And one of the things I think is so exciting here is the journey management space has kind of had these two sides for a long time. There's a lot of solutions that focus on design and strategy. And Cemantica has been that kind of a system to date until today, that was very focused on getting the strategy right and the control and the governance. There's also been these orchestration and analytic tools that kind of do things and create engagement with customers. What those tools I think have always lacked is the control and strategy, which is why it's natural for people to start asking questions. Well, how do you control that? How do you put some rules in place? That's the beauty of connecting the two things together, is the control all comes from that strategic view that's been built in the journey map, and it is now connected to the action piece in the journey orchestration, and I think that connecting together of the two is a very exciting way to kind of bring the orchestration and the action to market, because those orchestration tools, and I know I was in that world for a long time, never had the real strategy and design piece to guide them. And so I think that kind of covers a lot of those questions around control. It's because you guys are bringing together the two sides here of design and strategy with analytics and orchestration. It's very exciting. I feel
Yeah,
like I
Good
covered
point.
like 4 or 5 questions in that one answer.
yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Maybe I'll cover the AI part,
Yeah.
AI
Yes.
questions. So first of all, I want to say that from a security perspective, all the deployments of Cemantica are local. In 60 countries, we can deploy locally. So the AI is deployed locally in your environment, in your country of residence, which probably we cover most of the people in the chat here in terms of countries where we operate journey management. So this is the first point. Second point, AI is taking three types of sources into consideration. First of all, is all your data. Everything you plugged into Cemantica will serve Alex to process the data. The second source will be public information. So any public information that's just publicly available out there that can enrich the answers or the insights Alex can have will be used. And the third one is the secret sauce of Cemantica. Our templates, best practices, our journeys, everything we have taught Alex from Cemantica is also part of what Alex is using in order to generate this content and prevent hallucinations, prevent, inaccurate information or answers. We work very hard on that. So there's a lot of proprietary things here. It's not just public, OpenAI, Gemini, Claude, or this stuff of things. It's not. It's a lot of Cemantica there, a lot of IP that is doing this type of work and is assuring that, or at least trying to minimize to the minimum the possibility of mistakes by Alex, which you can't prevent at 100%. That's a frank answer. But it's pretty good from what we see so far.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe we have some customers in the session, so we can see that we have some question about that. And one of the questions are the boosters, including the Semantica Enterprise package. I could answer this one.
Okay,
I let you do it.
okay, instead of you. So the Semantica Enterprise platform is the one existing today, and the boosters around that are added value boosters that are like add-ons. So you add them on top of the Semantica platform, but everything is from Semantica. These are not external modules that you need to go out somewhere else to do it. Everything is done from the same platform. From a commercial perspective, yes, you need to buy boosters to add them into your subscription. Okay, the 4 boosters around Semantica.
Yeah, exactly. But also there's question about, it seems like a lot of work, to plug everything, all the information, and how do you manage that in a company? Maybe it's a step-by-step type of thing.
So first of all, there are a lot of self-service connectors that you can just activate by yourself and use it on your own. And they have a predefined set of information that you can pull into Semantica. So it's not something you need to start now coding or going through an integration project. We're trying to, and we're working all the time on turning all the connectors of Semantica to be plug and play connectors. The second thing is we are using a lot of AI in the platform, and the vision of Project Jump is that everything will be automated, including building the journeys and building the persona segments and connecting the data sources. So stay tuned as we go and we launch the different pieces of Jump. You're going to see that the main focus is making it easy for users to consume data from their information systems.
And what about how we can secure that, Alex AI Pro or all the AI is doing the right thing? Because there's question about that, like if, there's a lot of AI, but also you can validate everything, I guess, right? I mean, this is something that you put in place, but you can always check, what's happening.
Yeah, so there's obviously Alex is there's an LLM behind, so there's a learning mechanism. There's thumbs up, thumbs down. So Alex is learning from the mistakes. So if Alex is doing a mistake, which can happen, and this is not the right answer, and is getting thumbs down or any other indication that this is not the right answer, then the mechanism will learn and improve the next time to provide a better, more accurate answer. Like any other LLM mechanism, there isn't something special here about that.
Okay. And one question is interesting is like the timeline for launching the boosters. That's
Just wait in the coming days. Coming
yeah.
days and weeks, all the boosters will be launched one after the other, piece by piece. We don't want to launch all of them at once, so we will just go, but they're gonna a very short time frame. We're gonna launch many, many features. Now, when you see a booster is a big thing, but inside there are many small functionalities, many types of orchestration you can activate, many types of analytics you can extract from the data. So there's just gonna be in the coming days, we're going to start releasing the new modules live in production, one after the other.
I think
So,
that's a nice way to
mm.
close actually, because we are coming to the end. So maybe, before we just finish this webinar, if you want to have like a few words as a conclusion, maybe Mark, if you want to start,
For
that
sure.
webinar.
I will. And it's one thought I've got in my mind actually sparked by a question. Shelley asked a question about call centers. And what I think is a really interesting opportunity here is there's actually a lot of orchestration happening in companies today. Marketing teams are doing orchestration all the time. It's a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar market for marketing orchestration. It's a lot that goes on in call centers as well. Call center service orchestration. It's actually a bigger market than the marketing orchestration. The problem with both of those is they don't take the full picture of the overall customer experience into account. And there needs to be something that kind of owns the middle, that does orchestration for customer experience. And I think that's a huge opportunity. It's very exciting to see Cemantica kind of, should I say, jumping into that space, into that opportunity, because lots of companies doing orchestration, they're just not connecting it to the strategy, back to my earlier point. So I think it's super exciting. Congratulations, guys. And thanks very much for the invite to be here and be part of the launch.
Thank you very much for you being here and being part of this lunch, Mark. Etan, would you like to say the last word of the webinar?
Yes, if you need to remember something from this webinar and Jump platform, there are two value loops. There are two big value loops that we see here in this type of architecture. There's one value loop that's working on a persona level, that's looking on the longer term projects to solidify your experience foundation. And there's a second value loop, which is the real-time one through the journey orchestration that's looking at the individual customer interactions. If you want to have an end-to-end journey management platform, you cannot only focus on design. You have to have all these pieces together to impact what's happening now and to plan for the future. And this is the main reason why this vision needs to come to life. We have to break the silos between orchestration, insights, design, engagement, feedback collection. There's no reason why this will be fragmented and separate. From a customer perspective, they need the end-to-end solution, and this is what we're bringing into the table, harnessing the power of AI. It's a vision that's coming to life now, and we will be starting to launch it really now. So it's a project, and there's a long road in front of us, but I'm happy to be the pioneer and to see, the value we can extract out of it.
All right. Thank you very much. That was a nice conclusion. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for everybody for your participation. There was a lot of people today, so
Thank
we
you.
are very happy. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you, Ethan. And you can always contact us if you want to continue the conversation and have more information about Cemantica, the Booster, and the Jump project. Please write us at info@cemantica.com. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Right
you.
on time. Have a great day or afternoon or
Evening.
night, evening, and talk to you soon.
Thank you.